In 2024, a comprehensive industry analysis revealed that the average RV buyer overpays by $18,000 to $32,000 on their purchase. That is not a negotiation failure. That is systematic dealer manipulation combined with buyer ignorance about how RV pricing actually works. The recreational vehicle industry has perfected a pricing opacity system that makes car dealerships look transparent. You walk onto the lot, you see a sticker price, and you believe that number has some relationship to the vehicle's actual value. It does not. That manufacturer's suggested retail price is a fantasy number designed to create negotiation room while hiding the true wholesale cost. RV dealers operate with profit margins between 25% and 40% on new units, yet they have convinced buyers that a 10% discount represents a victory. Look at the numbers. A $60,000 sticker price RV costs the dealer approximately $42,000 to $45,000. You negotiate down to $54,000 and celebrate $6,000 in savings, while the dealer banks $9,000 to $12,000 in profit. This is not a deal. This is financial extraction. The manufacturer's suggested retail price on an RV is a psychological weapon, not a market-derived number. It exists to create perceived value during negotiation, nothing more. When you see a $75,000 MSRP on a travel trailer, that number was reverse-engineered from the desired profit margin, not calculated from fair market value plus reasonable markup. The manufacturer builds the unit for approximately $30,000 to $35,000 in materials and labor. They sell it to the dealer for $52,000 to $56,000. The manufacturer then suggests a retail price of $75,000, creating a $19,000 to $23,000 margin for the dealer. That margin is not justified by operating costs. It is pure extraction based on information control. The moment you begin negotiating from that $75,000 number, you have lost. Smart dealers will offer you $8,000 off immediately, bringing the price to $67,000. You feel like you have won. The dealer just made $11,000 to $15,000 in profit. The first red flag you are overpaying is simple. If you are using the MSRP as your starting reference point, you are already locked into overpaying by 5 figures. Dealers add fees that sound operational, but are actually pure profit disguised as cost recovery. The market adjustment fee appeared during the 2021 to 2023 RV shortage, and it never disappeared. It is a surcharge of $3,000 to $8,000 added on top of MSRP, justified by claims of high demand. This is opportunistic gouging that became normalized. The market adjustment fee costs the dealer exactly $0 to implement. Even more insidious is the dealer prep fee. Dealers charge $800 to $1,500 to prepare the RV for sale, while industry insiders say actual prep costs are $150 to $300 in labor. The manufacturer already paid freight to deliver the unit to the dealer lot. You are being charged again for delivery that already happened. When you see a separate line for dealer prep, destination charges, or market adjustment, you are looking at $4,000 to $10,000 in fabricated fees. The second red flag is any additional fee beyond tax, title, and registration. Dealers make their largest profits when they shift negotiation from total price to monthly payment. This is the tactic they hate buyers discovering. The moment a salesperson asks what monthly payment you are comfortable with, they are no longer selling you an RV. They are selling you a monthly obligation that hides the true cost through financing term extension. You say you can afford $650 per month. The dealer does not reduce the RV price to fit that payment at a reasonable rate. Instead, they extend the loan from 12 years to 15 years, or they increase the interest rate from 6.5% to 8.9%. That $650 monthly payment now fits, but you are paying $117,000 in total for an RV, with a $52,000 fair market value. Independent analysis shows buyers who negotiate by monthly payment overpay by an average of $22,000 compared to buyers who negotiate total price first. This happens because payment negotiation allows simultaneous manipulation of 4 variables: sale price, interest rate, loan term, and trade in value. You cannot track all 4 at once. The dealer can. The third red flag is any dealer who resists giving you an out-the-door price before discussing payments. Dealers inflate profit margins by bundling add-on products into the purchase. The finance office is where this happens. You have negotiated the RV price down, and then the finance manager presents a menu. Extended warranty for $4,800, tire protection for $1,200, paint protection for $950, gap insurance for $1,400. They present it as a package at $7,500. You are not getting a discount. You are being charged $7,500 for products that cost the dealer $1,800 to $2,400 wholesale. Industry markups on extended warranties range from 200% to 400%. The dealer buys the warranty contract for $1,200 and sells it to you for $4,800. That is a $3,600 profit on a single line item. Your vulnerability is maximum at this point because you have already committed emotionally. The finance manager knows this. The fourth red flag is any dealer who will not provide a final price without these add-ons or who becomes hostile when you decline them. Dealers systematically undervalue trade-ins to recover margin lost during price negotiation. You negotiate the new RV down to a reasonable price, and then the dealer offers you $12,000 for your trade-in, which has a private party value of $19,000. That $7,000 difference goes straight into their margin. The dealer uses their own valuation system, which always finds reasons why your unit is worth less than market value. They cite minor damage or market conditions to justify an offer that is 30% to 40% below actual value. Industry data shows that dealers profit an average of $5,800 on the trade-in spread. They offer you less than wholesale, then resell your unit at retail. The fifth red flag is any dealer whose trade-in offer is more than 15% below private party value without documented condition issues. Each of these 5 red flags represents a separate extraction mechanism, but they compound. A buyer who falls for all 5 does not overpay by the sum of each overcharge. They overpay by the multiplied effect. MSRP anchor negotiation. $8,000 in excess profit. Fabricated fees, $5,000. Payment-focused negotiation, $12,000. Finance office products, $5,000. Trade-in lowball, $6,000. The total overpayment is $36,000 on an RV with a fair transaction price of $48,000. You paid $84,000. The dealer's actual cost was $42,000. They made a $42,000 profit on your purchase. That $36,000 overpayment, financed at 7.5% for 15 years, costs you $57,000 after interest. You could have purchased a second RV with that money. Instead, that wealth transferred to the dealer while you believed you got a deal. You can avoid all 5 red flags with a systematic approach. First, never negotiate from MSRP. Research the dealer's invoice price. Start your negotiation at invoice plus 5%. Second, demand an out-the-door price that includes all fees before discussing anything else. Third, refuse to discuss monthly payments until you have a signed final price. Arrange your own financing through a credit union before visiting the dealer. Fourth, decline all finance office products at the table. Purchase extended warranties later from third-party providers at wholesale plus 10% to 20% markup. Fifth, research your trade and value using private party listings and get written offers from 2 other dealers. If the dealer's offer is more than 10% below average, sell privately. This strategy requires discipline. Dealers will resist each step because it eliminates their profit mechanisms. Everything is negotiable. A buyer offering invoice plus 5% with no trade in and outside financing is still a profitable transaction. It is just not a massively profitable transaction. The RV industry has built a business model on buyer ignorance. Every red flag exists because dealers have optimized their process to extract maximum profit from minimum buyer awareness. When you walk onto that lot armed with invoice prices, fee knowledge, and financing discipline, you are disrupting their entire profit system. They hate informed buyers because informed buyers cannot be exploited. The salesperson will become hostile when you negotiate from invoice. The finance manager will turn cold when you decline every product. That hostility is proof that you are winning. That $36,000 in potential profit disappears when you avoid all 5 red flags. Durability in the RV market is not about buying a better-built trailer. Modern RVs are universally compromised by cost-cutting. Durability is about buying smart and refusing to fund dealer profits through ignorance. In a world built to transfer wealth from consumers to dealers through information asymmetry, walking away from a manipulative deal is the ultimate act of rebellion. I work for you, not them.